Okay, Harrison Ford movie night. What do we watch first? Regarding Henry, or The Fugitive, or, no pressure, but we could watch Crystal Skull ironically again.
Sure.
Let's just watch the nuclear explosion scene, because I have some killer jokes prepared.
Oh, excellent.
You want to hear one?
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting, sir. I didn't realize that in the 1950s they were making refrigerators out of adamantium. So...
I'm sorry, babe, I don't get it.
Adamantium is the metal that Wolverine's claws are made of. It's the metal that his skeleton is coated in, which is the only metal that can withstand something like a nuclear blast.
So what's the joke about then?
It's because Indiana Jones was inside of a refrigerator and survived a nuclear blast, and there's no refrigerator in the known universe that would survive something like that.
Oh yeah, oh no,
Right?
yeah, now
Yeah.
I get it. You know what I like about that joke? It's like, it's a real thinker, like you have to think about why it's funny.
It's fun to make up silly words, whatever comes off of your head, like smurgly mitts and flabbergast and osteoporosis. That's not a word. Toots. But funny cousins are true. Now just the boys. Toots. It's like your butt saying, say what? Oh, toots. Everybody likes to. Just you. Toots. That one was pretty good. Now you, young man. Toots. Silent but deadly and true. Toots. Twins. Toots. That whopper just come from the twins. Double toots. Now everybody wins. Oh, toots. That was a little squeak. Toots, you can do better. No, she can't. She's shy. Are you, sir? Toots. Whoa. That was a really loud one. Now you, Toots. Whoa, I think she might have dropped some mud. How about you now, Toots? Whoa, that was pretty good. Now you over there now, Toots. Think he probably pooped too. There you go for you now, Toots. Whoa. That was really long. Oh, Toots. Everybody, this is a Toots song. Yeah, Toots. The goal of any rock concert is to make your crowd go crazy. Well, goal achieved. Too much, arguably. I think maybe those kids are insane.
Hi, everybody. I'm Adam Scott. I play Ben Wyatt on the show Parks and Recreation. Now, as you can tell by this chair I'm sitting in, I just finished directing my first episode. You know, my experience directing was a positive one. It was a wonderful experience to jump behind the camera and be able to caucus with the actors and really kind of dig in with them. I like to think of the whole picture. I like to think, you know, I think of cameras as truth recorders. Okay, we're just roaming around capturing truthful moments. You have to think about composition. You have to throw everything in there. And the composition of the frame itself has to be truthful.
Hey, Adam, we just need you to introduce the clip.
Sure. Here's a clip of Chris Pratt playing guitar.
This is the story of sudden death, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. An awesome movie about karate and hockey, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. Picture this, it's Game 7, Stanley Cup Finals, the Pittsburgh Penguins versus Chicago Blackhawks. Jean-Claude Van Damme's playing a lowly fire marshal who's there enjoying the game with his family. The vice president's there, also a group of terrorists. And they've raked the Pittsburgh Civic Arena with bombs? Oh no! This is a story of sudden death, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. An awesome movie about karate and fighting. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Here's Jean-Claude Van Damme, the first terrorist he meets is a chick. She's dressed up in a Penguins uniform. He meets her in the kitchen. Big fight sequence. He kicks her into the dishwasher where she drowns and dies and is choked. Better tell security. Turns out the security guard also a terrorist. So Jean-Claude Van Damme stabs him in the neck. This is a story of sudden death, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. A pretty awesome movie about terrorists and hockey. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Oh no, so now Jean-Claude Van Damme's running around disabling bombs and the hockey game is still going on. So he goes and talks to the head of the Secret Service. Turns out he's one of the terrorists. So Jean-Claude Van Damme kills him. Then he mistakenly puts on a Penguins uniform and they think that he's the goalie. They push him out into the game where he has to play. 2 seconds left, 1 second left. He blocks the shot, sending the game into sudden death. This is a story of sudden death, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. An awesome movie about terrorism in hockey. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Then a terrorist falls to the scoreboard, landing on the ice, freaking everybody out. Jean-Claude Van Damme climbs up to the VIP suite, where the vice president is still there with his kids. He has a big fight sequence. He kills some of the terrorists. But then the main terrorist takes his daughter up onto the roof and tries to get her into a helicopter. And that's when Jean-Claude Van Damme kills the pilot, takes his daughter, saves her, kills the terrorist, and the helicopter goes crashing down in through the stadium and lands on the ice. This was a story of sudden death with Jean-Claude Van Damme. A topical story about patriotism, terrorism, and hockey with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Might be for some of the older kids. It's an awesome movie. I didn't make it up. It's loosely based on a true story, but it's also based on a movie.